Every so often, Muttonistas, one comes across a hidden gem, and I'm actually standing in front of one at the moment, Lily's Vegetarian in Chorlton-cum-Hardy in South Manchester. However, as fine as this establishment is, the vlog is not about Lily's. It's about a place I found in Seville on my last night before returning home. It's called Sal Gorda. I hadn't intended to vlog. I was going to have a quiet night on my last night, but the food and the value was so incredibly good that I had to film it. And I'm only filming from here because I suddenly decided I'd better film the place once I'd tasted the first dish that had arrived. And a little secret I'll let you into, folks, the restaurant was so good that since the time of filming, I've popped back over and eaten there again. Anyway, enjoy the vlog, folks. I wasn't going to vlog this place, but the menu looks so good that I'm going to make a few video clips, I think. So a little bonus for you all. So I was walking past this place having done some shopping, and the menu looks so good I had to slam the anchors on. I mean, the wine lists look great. What they have by the glass here, Paso Señoran's Albarino. Wow, I mean, that is good for a wine by the glass, and not too expensive either. So the first dish has arrived, ajo blanco, another cold soup, and this time made out of almonds. There's a hint of fusion to the tapas here, and so there's a little bit of sesame in here, and some mohammed. Smooth as velvet. I must admit, I prefer the tomato-based cold soups, but I love this one as well. Next we have a Tartared Gambas, which seems to have a little bit of some sort of fish roe on top of it. So we're talking about raw prawns here. As you know, if it's raw, send it here. I'll deal with it. So a bit of yuzu, a bit of fish roe. Extremely good raw prawns. Well, this is, well, coming straight off the middle of the bat. And it goes without saying, the wine is a great match. That was beautiful, really beautiful. Don't be afraid of raw fish, raw meat, raw shellfish. I mean, Spanish restaurants are not going around poisoning their customers. Half of Spain isn't walking around with a dicky belly or whatever you want to call it. So the next thing to arrive is a little ice cream cone. It's more like a spring roll with something called ortiguillas, which is sea anemone from the Mediterranean. I've had sea urchins before from the north of Spain, but this is a first for me. Not too dissimilar, but absolutely delicious. It's like a spring roll, really. If you like your obscure items of seafood, you've got to try this one. Next on the menu, Oxtail, rabo Detour, with a bit of teriyaki in the sauce. Again, an unusual fusion idea. Spanish-Japanese fusion, for me, is pretty much as close to the top of the world of fusion as you can possibly get. And this is slow cooked for hours, typical Andalusian-style tapas. So usually this just falls off the bone. I mean, look how tender that is. So here we are, rich and tender, bit of mashed potato, bit of teriyaki infused gravy. Not sure whether it's red wine or sherry, but it is rich and delicious, and even the most conservative diner can't fail to like this. It really does melt in your mouth. A quick slurp of the Ribera del Duero, thoroughly merited after that. Fantastic combination. Wow, so there we are, one plate picked clean. I mean, that was really good, really good. So I was worried that the teriyaki might make the dish a bit too sweet, but no, just added a hint of sweetness, not too much. And as always here, they just seem to get it right, the blend. They're not having to resort to using a bag of Tate and Lyle and everything. Anyway, one more dish to come. So finally we have carreadas de cerdo, pig's cheek. I featured them in a previous video, and here they're in a really big mound of creamed potatoes. Let's see whether they're better than the previous effort. And I'm going to wait for a little reload on the wine, because you can't have rich meaty dishes like this without a decent glass of Ribera or Rioja in mind. So it takes a while to get through, almost like a potato soup. Although the potato has assumed the flavours of the meat, which is incredibly tender. Christ, this place is good. I'm so happy I didn't walk past this place. Not quite sure from the menu how exactly they've cooked it. Obviously it's slow cooked pig's cheek, but I think they've used sherry in the cooking, which is always a great addition to any pork dish. In fact, this is another tapa that you will find all over Spain. Yes, okay, rich and heavy, but absolutely delicious. It's a great combination again, Ribera del Duero with slow cooked meats all the time. So I'm going to get on with it, finish this, the last dish, and I'll be back with you shortly. Wow, that was lucky, really lucky. An outstanding meal. I enjoyed that so much. Every dish was right on the money, and I have to say it wasn't expensive. I ordered way too much for one person, and it was about 40 euros or 40 odd euros, including a tip. I would strongly encourage you to go there. So one big stroke of luck. Luckily Mutton has a nose for these sorts of places. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to join me on the next adventure. And as always, don't forget, you can't beat a bit of mutton.